Stop trying to impress women. That's exactly why you're losing them. The harder you chase, the faster they run. What if I told you that the secret to attracting anyone isn't about control at all, but about something completely different that nobody talks about? Look, we need to talk about something real here. The internet is full of manipulation tactics and dark psychology tricks that promise you power over other people. But here's the truth that's going to save you years of confusion and failed relationships. What ancient wisdom teaches us about human connection has nothing to do with control and everything to do with understanding the flow of natural human behavior. And once you understand this flow, once you stop fighting against it, everything changes. Not just with women, but with every single person you meet. You've probably noticed something strange. The guys who seem to have the easiest time connecting with women aren't necessarily the best looking ones. They're not always the richest. They're not even always the funniest. So what's going on there? What do they have that you don't? Most people think attraction is about doing the right things, say the right words, wear the right clothes, act the right way, like there's some secret script you need to follow. And when that doesn't work, when you do everything right and still end up in the friend zone or getting ghosted, you start thinking something's wrong with you. But that's not the real problem. The real problem is that you're approaching this whole thing backwards. You're trying to control an outcome. You're trying to force something to happen. And the more you try to control it, the more it slips through your fingers like water. Think about the last time you really wanted something to work out with someone. Remember how you felt? That tightness in your chest, that anxiety when they didn't text back right away, that constant mental calculation of what to say next, how to act, what to do. You were stuck in your head, weren't you? You weren't present. You weren't real. You were playing a character, performing a role you thought would get you what you wanted. And she felt that. Everyone can feel when someone's being fake, when someone's trying too hard, when someone's desperate for an outcome. It creates this weird energy that pushes people away. It's not attractive, it's not mysterious, it's just uncomfortable. The challenge isn't learning how to manipulate or control. The challenge is learning how to stop manipulating and controlling yourself, because that's what you're really doing. You're controlling yourself, editing yourself, hiding yourself, all in an attempt to get someone else to like you. And in that process, you lose the only thing that actually attracts people in the first place, your genuine self. The illusion of control. Let's get something straight right now. You cannot control another person. You can't control what they think, what they feel, or what they decide. Any relationship, any connection built on manipulation and control is built on sand. It will crumble. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but it will fall apart because it's not real. But here's where it gets interesting. While you can't control others, you absolutely can control something much more powerful. You can control yourself, your reactions, your energy, your presence. And when you master that, when you truly understand how to be present and genuine, something almost magical happens. People are drawn to you naturally. Think about water for a second. Water doesn't try to force its way anywhere. It doesn't push or struggle or manipulate. It simply flows. It finds the path of least resistance. It moves around obstacles without fighting them. And yet, over time, water can carve through solid rock, not through force, but through consistency and natural flow. This is the first principle you need to understand. Stop trying to make things happen. Stop forcing conversations. Stop calculating every word. Stop performing. When you're constantly trying to control the situation, you're like a person trying to swim upstream. You're exhausting yourself, fighting against the natural current of human interaction. Real attraction happens in the space between people. It happens when two people are genuinely present with each other, not when one person is trying to manipulate the other into feeling something. You can't create attraction through tricks or tactics. You can only create the conditions where attraction can naturally arise. And those conditions start with you being comfortable in your own skin, not trying to be someone you're not hiding parts of yourself you think are unacceptable, not performing a role to get approval, just being genuinely, authentically yourself. Now, I know what you're thinking, but what if my genuine self isn't good enough? And that thought right there is the root of all your problems. Because when you believe you're not enough as you are, you start performing, you start manipulating, you start trying to control. And all of that creates the exact energy that pushes people away. The dance of masculine and feminine energy, there's something happening in every interaction between people that most never notice. An energetic dance, a flow between different types of energy. Understanding this flow is understanding the foundation of attraction itself. Masculine energy in its essence is about direction, purpose, presence, and stability. It's not about being macho or dominant or controlling. It's about being grounded in yourself, knowing who you are, having a sense of direction in life, being able to hold space for emotion without being overwhelmed by it. Feminine energy in its essence is about flow, emotion, creativity, and receptivity. Again, not about gender stereotypes or traditional roles. It's about being in touch with feeling, being able to move and adapt, being open to experience. Every person has both types of energy within them. But attraction often happens when there's a polarity, when one person is more in their masculine energy and another is more in their feminine energy. This creates a magnetic pull, a natural tension that draws people together. Now, here's what most guys get wrong. They think being in masculine energy means being aggressive, dominant, or controlling. So they try to force their will on situations, they try to control women, they try to dominate conversations, and they completely miss the point. Real masculine energy isn't about control. It's about being so solid in yourself that you don't need to control anything. It's about being present and grounded no matter what's happening around you. It's about having your own direction in life that isn't dependent on anyone else's approval. When a woman is in her feminine energy, she's flowing, emotional, sometimes changing, sometimes unpredictable. And that can be uncomfortable for a man who isn't grounded in himself. He tries to control her emotions, manage her moods, fix her problems, make her be more stable. And in doing so, he's actually rejecting her feminine energy. He's saying, I can't handle you as you are. You need to be different for me to be okay. But when a man is truly grounded in masculine energy, he can be present with all of that flow and emotion without being overwhelmed by it. He doesn't need to control it or fix it or change it. He can just be there, solid and present, while she expresses herself fully. And that feeling of being able to be fully herself without judgment, without someone trying to change her. That's incredibly attractive. This is the dance. Masculine energy provides the container, the stability, the presence. Feminine energy provides the flow, the emotion, the life force. Neither is better than the other. Neither should dominate. They complement each other. They need each other. And here's what this means practically. Stop trying to control how a woman feels or behaves. Stop trying to make her be more logical or more stable or more predictable. Instead, work on being more grounded in yourself, more present, more solid, not rigid, but stable. Like a tree that can bend in the wind but doesn't break. When you're truly grounded, her emotions don't threaten you. Her moods don't throw you off balance. Her changes don't make you insecure. You can be present with all of it because you're not dependent on her being a certain way for you to feel okay. You're already okay. You're already stable. And that stability is what allows her to fully relax into her feminine energy. This is what people mean when they talk about a man who can handle a woman. It's not about controlling her. It's about being so stable in yourself that nothing she does can knock you off center. And ironically, when she feels that stability in you, she actually becomes easier to connect with. Because she's not testing you anymore. She's not trying to see if you'll fall apart. She trusts that you're solid so she can relax. The art of non-doing. Here's a concept that's going to sound completely backwards to everything you've been taught about dating and attraction. Sometimes the most powerful thing you can do is nothing. Not because you're playing games or using reverse psychology, but because you understand that forcing and pushing and trying too hard actually works against you. Think about trying to fall asleep. The harder you try, the more awake you become. Or trying to remember something on the tip of your tongue. The more you grasp for it, the further away it gets. But when you stop trying, when you relax and let go, suddenly it comes to you. Human connection works the same way. When you're trying too hard to make someone like you, trying too hard to create attraction, trying too hard to say the right things and do the right things, you create tension. You create pressure. You create energy that actually repels people. But when you stop trying so hard, when you just be yourself without all that effort and calculation, everything flows more naturally. Conversations happen more easily. Connection happens more organically. People feel more comfortable around you. This doesn't mean being passive or not taking action. It means taking action from a place of genuine desire, not from a place of need or desperation. It means expressing yourself honestly instead of calculating what will get the best response. It means being willing to show interest without being attached to whether that interest is returned. Most guys operate from a place of scarcity. They meet a woman they like, and immediately their mind goes into overdrive. This might be my only chance. I need to make this work. I can't mess this up. And all of that pressure and tension comes through in their behavior. They become less attractive the more they try. When you operate from a place of abundance, not because you have tons of options, but because you genuinely believe you're enough as you are, everything changes. You're not desperate for this one person to like you because your sense of worth doesn't depend on their validation. You can express interest without neediness. You can pursue without chasing. You can be present without grasping. This is the art of non-doing, not doing nothing, but doing without forcing, taking action without attachment to outcome, expressing yourself without need for a particular response. It's a completely different way of moving through the world. And women can feel this difference. They can feel when a man is present with them because he genuinely enjoys their company versus when he's performing to get something from them. They can feel when interest is coming from a place of abundance versus when it's coming from a place of lack. And they respond completely differently to these different energies. When you're not grasping, when you're not needy, when you're not trying to control the outcome, you create space. And in that space, genuine connection can happen. Attraction can arise naturally. Things can unfold organically because you're not forcing them into a particular shape. You're allowing them to be what they naturally are. So here's the moment of truth. Everything we've talked about, all of these principles and insights, they all point to one fundamental realization. You've been asking the wrong question this entire time. The question isn't how do I control women, or how do I make her attracted to me, or what do I need to do to get her to like me? Those questions all come from the same place of lack, the same assumption that you need to manipulate reality to get what you want. The real question is, how do I become the kind of person who naturally attracts healthy connections? And the answer to that question has nothing to do with dark psychology or manipulation, tactics, or control. It has everything to do with becoming genuinely comfortable with who you are. Because here's what nobody tells you. The sexiest thing about a person isn't their looks or their status or their accomplishments. It's their comfort with themselves, their ability to be fully present, their groundedness, their authenticity, their lack of neediness, their inner peace. When you stop trying to control others and instead focus on understanding yourself, when you stop performing and start being genuine, when you stop chasing and start being present, you become magnetic. Not because you're using some technique, but because you're finally being real. And real recognizes real. Authentic people attract authentic connections. Grounded people attract healthy relationships. People who are comfortable with themselves make others comfortable around them. This is the great paradox. The moment you stop trying to control attraction is the moment you become truly attractive. The moment you stop needing validation from others is the moment others want to give it to you. The moment you become okay with being alone is the moment you become great company. You don't need dark psychology. You don't need manipulation tactics. You don't need to control anyone. You just need to wake up to who you actually are beneath all the conditioning and fear and neediness. You need to find that center within yourself that's always been there, that's always been enough, that doesn't need anything from anyone to be complete. And when you find that center, when you live from that place, everything changes. Not just your relationships with women, but your relationships with everyone. Your relationship with yourself, your relationship with life itself. Let's bring this all together. We've covered a lot of ground, and I want to make sure you understand the core message here because it's going to change everything if you really let it sink in. First, control is an illusion. You can't control another person's thoughts, feelings, or choices. Any attempt to do so creates toxic dynamics that ultimately push people away. The only thing you can control is yourself, your reactions, your presence, your energy. Second, presence is everything. Being fully here, fully engaged, fully authentic in the moment is the foundation of all genuine connection. Stop living in your head. Stop calculating and performing. Just be present with what's actually happening. Third, attachment to outcomes kills attraction. When you need something from someone, when you're desperate for a particular result, you create an energy that repels people. Let go of attachment. Be okay with however things unfold. Fourth, understand the dance of energy. Masculine and feminine energies complement each other. Your job isn't to control feminine energy, but to be so grounded in yourself that you can be present with it without being overwhelmed. Fifth, sometimes the most powerful action is non-action. Stop forcing, stop trying so hard. Let things unfold naturally. Take action from a place of genuine desire, not from need or desperation. All of these principles point to the same fundamental truth. The path to meaningful connection isn't through manipulation or control. It's through becoming genuinely comfortable with who you are. It's through developing real presence and authenticity. It's through letting go of neediness and operating from a place of inner abundance. This isn't about becoming someone you're not. It's about stripping away all the fake performance and manipulation and neediness to reveal who you've always been underneath. It's about finding that solid center within yourself and living from that place. And when you do that, when you really embody these principles, you'll find that attraction isn't something you need to create or control. It happens naturally as a result of you being genuinely yourself. People are drawn to authenticity. They're drawn to presence. They're drawn to groundedness. They're drawn to someone who's comfortable enough with themselves that they don't need anything from anyone. This is real power, not power over others, but power within yourself. Not the ability to manipulate, but the ability to be genuine, not control, but freedom. Freedom from neediness, freedom from desperation. Freedom to connect with people as they actually are, not as you need them to be. If this resonated with you, subscribe for more real wisdom that actually works.